Hey folks, walk with me. I want to talk about something near and dear to my heart today, and that's this idea of staying soft in the world. For as long as I can remember, I have been very, very, very big feelinged. I've had a lot of big feelings. I feel for other people in other situations a lot, and have a lot of big feelings of my own, many of which I've oftentimes not known what to do with them. And also, a strong sense of wanting to feel free and unencumbered, playful, and just the ability to be imaginative, and for all of those parts of me to accumulate into one little ball of something that was intrinsically worthy. That all of those pieces and elements that I so deeply connect with, that their essence and their being is enough. Versus this idea that you need to be tough and that the world is a hard place and that you need to constantly prove yourself. I've often worried about, been very thoughtful of this idea that the world was going to try to harden me, if you will. And I am talking about this now because I was thinking of something that happened like 35 years ago, and remembered having this thought then. And at that point, having the thought and feeling like I'm not having this thought for the first time, right? This is a constant challenge. This is a constant thing that's on my mind, is this idea of I feel one way on the inside. I want to be one way. I like those things. I like occupying that space of softness and empathy and big feelings and big imagination. And that the world is very much oftentimes seeming to require or applaud the opposite. It's a tough one, and it's hard also as you get older, and especially, or I feel, especially as a guy, when you get older, the alpha male world that we live in, and the idea of like the pedestalizing of self-sacrifice, and this idea that like you're the provider and you're the strong one and this, that, and the other thing, it's, you can feel it a lot. Like it through any point in life, it has its own distinct variation. But I think the one that I'm in right now, it's very noticeable. But I notice it even more because it's one of the oldest feelings that I can recall having. Feeling is too small of a word. Sort of sense of being is probably more accurate. Something a bit more all-encompassing. But I'm trying to continue to stay soft in the world, to remain soft and joyful and happy and hopeful with myself. But it is hard, and it does oftentimes seem that the world just wants to harden everyone's soul, crush their spirit, turn them into a profit-generating machine, and put them on an assembly line. And the cold, robotic, or concrete feeling nature of that. It's a hard one. I don't know if anyone else connects with this or if this will resonate with anyone. And I was just feeling this so strongly. I thought, I had a different idea for the video today, but let me talk about this. So I don't even exactly have a finish line for this video, but maybe the point here is to say, if you're out there and you have had a similar experience of not wanting to have to turn into this screaming lunatic alpha male, or however other folks, I know I'm just talking about like being an adult male here, it's just the experience that I have, but the ways and shapes that this takes for everyone else, I'd be really interested to hear what that looks like for other folks, and especially interested to hear how they cope with it. Is there at some point a place of coexistence with those two things? That yes, maybe the world is one way, and yes, I also want to be seemingly a different way, and I'm going to, really wade into my softness, and that's going to be okay, and that's going to be something I'm going to put out into the world. It's going to be part of my contribution. I don't know. But I guess this is more of a video of a call for input, response. Even if you don't have answers, but you just want to share what this looks or has looked like for you. And then, of course, if you have had some revelations about it, or thoughts, or shifting perspective, or something that has helped you not feel in constant, sort of under constant threat, right? That the world is going to try to push you in a direction that you don't want to go. And the exhaustion of constantly trying to fend that off. It's an appeal for input, dialogue, whatever. All right, folks, this is probably one of the most raw, very top of mind, very beating of chest videos that I've done on this playlist. We'll see how it goes. Maybe, like many of the others, it'll get 6 views and go into the obscurity hole of YouTube, but we'll see. If you walked with me or watched this far, I certainly appreciate it. And as always, I will see you in the next video.